Hey guys, this is Chetan for Gizmo Times and you're watching a quick unboxing and hands-on with the Realme Watch S, the budget variant of the Realme Watch S series. There was a Realme Watch previously and then there were two watches that were launched. These two smartwatches named the Watch S Pro and the watches. This is the S Pro that I've been using for almost about a couple of weeks, I guess. And we finally have the Realme Watch S as well to check out. And in a separate video, I'll be talking about what are two differences and why is the price so different. I mean, one of them, this one is at 5,000 rupees while the Watch S Pro is at 10,000 rupees basically, and we'll be talking about those differences in a separate video. But here let's talk only about the Watch S and what all it offers. So if you take a look at the major specifications to begin with, this comes with that 1.3-inch auto brightness touch screen. There's a heart rate monitor, there's the blood oxygen monitor as well, 16 sports modes, and there's a long battery life as claimed by the company, and IP68 water resistance is what it offers. And you have the Realme Link app support on this one as well. And the MRP given here is 7,999, but it basically is priced at around 4,999. And you have the black color variant of this one, and obviously you have different bands and the straps for the Realme Watch S, just like the Watch S Pro. So the resolution of the Realme Watches is 360 into 360 pixels, which is lesser than the Watch S Pro. So that's one difference, but we anyway would be doing a full-fledged comparison. So 360 into 360 pixels, and this comes with the Gorilla Glass 3 protection on the watch face to keep it scratch-free. And there's also an anti-fingerprint coating on the watch, so that in case you use that screen, you won't find a lot of fingerprints. Obviously, it depends on the smudges and everything that you have on your fingers, but it does not have any fingerprints attraction, at least on the front. And this comes with 600 nits of brightness, 5 levels of auto brightness. So that is a similarity between the two watches, where you have 5 levels of brightness, so not a single level, and you have auto brightness as well. So it's not just about you manually changing those brightness levels, but there's a sensor over the top here just beside the 12 o'clock mark, and it would actually change the brightness based on the conditions around. And this is the watch, and it comes with the 6063 aluminum alloy and the liquid silicone finish. And the thing about this watch is that it actually is much lighter than the Watch S Pro. It actually seems easily lighter when compared to the S Pro, and that is because of firstly the aluminum body and also the plastic. Probably wherever there's no aluminum, there's probably the plastic, yes, on the back as well. So everything adds up to make it a much lighter watch. And this comes with a 15-day battery life as claimed by the company, with a 390 mAh battery. Now lifting this up, you can see this there's auto brightness, so obviously it might have taken in that as well, but we'll check that out later. So based on, whatever the design is, these are the silicone straps, and you have the heart rate sensor on the back, and there's also, as said, SpO2 monitor as well. And this watch comes with IP68 certification, and the strap changing is pretty easy. It comes with that universal standard, so you don't have to separately go with some only Realme branded straps. You can use other ones as well, since this is quite a common standard where you can use the third-party straps as well. So in the box package, you guys get the Realme Watch S user manual, and apart from that, you have the charging cradle, and this comes with the 2-pin option, and that's how you can charge the watch. Now let me try to link this up with the Realme Link application, and that's the same app that I've been using for the Realme Watch S Pro as well. So here's the Watch S Pro, and let me turn on the Bluetooth on this one first. Now going into the watch, you have all the three options here. The watch, the first one was this one that was first launched in the series of smartwatches from Realme. Then you have the Watch S Pro and the Watch S. So we are going to try and match or bind the phone, the binding request and binding success. It's actually very easy to do that. Now getting started, we'll have to accept to the terms and conditions, and it will now connect it to the watch. And these are the different features that you see on the Realme Link application. So you have the step counter, the sleep tracker, heart rate tracker, and the SpO2 monitor, and the exercise logs. In case you are doing an exercise, it would usually, what happens is, it would actually try to automatically show you the exercise data. Now here, this is the information of the activity, and then you have the weather app where you have to connect and once set it up with the weather conditions or your location at least. And here are the different features, the settings and the auto brightness. You can have this at 5 levels of brightness, and it was on auto, as I said earlier as well. So being on auto, it automatically took the conditions around, and based on that it set the brightness there. This is the do not disturb mode, and there's also the power saving mode there. And if we go towards the top, these are the applications of what you see on the watch. And there's an update for the smartwatch. It's 1.3.0.39, and there's an algorithm optimization and bug fix. So let's update that as well. While downloading is pretty quick, it would take some time for the watch to update in the background, as you can see. Now if you go back and no, you can't actually go back, you'll have to wait for the update to finish, so it would take a while for the update to finish here. So finally, about 7 to 8 minutes after that, it finally got updated, and the watch should basically restart, and then we can start using it and show you the settings that you can change for the smartwatch on the Realme Link application. Let me now try to start it, or would it start by itself? We'll have to wait and watch that as well. Yes, it's actually still updating, so we'll still have to wait, and then we can actually set it up. So finally, the watch is updated to the latest version, whatever the version was, and there might be no direct changes anyway, but you can still take a quick look at what are the different applications here. And if I try to reduce the brightness here, yes, so here's what the applications are. You have the clock, and then the fitness tracker, the music control, SpO2 monitor, the sleep tracker, and the stopwatch as well. And you have the camera control and find my phone. So these are the different options. If you go under the settings, you have the custom settings, general settings, and the system settings as well. So under custom, you'll see the options of wake, screen on, wrist wake, wrist raise, and continuous heart rate option, and do not disturb and screen off. And you have general features as well for the display and brightness, vibration intensity, and the power saving mode. Now we'll get directly into the Realme Link application, where you can actually do most of the stuff to customize things here. So if you go into the features, these are the different features that you see. You have the face gallery. First of all, that's for the different watch faces. There's about 100 watch faces that you can choose from, and not just that, you can have your own photos as well from the gallery. So you can sync or change the background, and you can have that from your own side, or you can choose the best ones that you like from this list of watch faces. Some of them you can directly change from the watch face itself. If you go here and long press on this one, you would have the options to change the watch face from directly from here. And now if you select something from the smartphone, it would get set there as the watch face. So that's how you can change the watch face on the Realme watches. Next, you have the call reminders, then the notifications for the different applications. You can just turn this on and turn it on for the different apps that you want, even including WhatsApp. And you have the get up reminder, water reminder, and 24-hour heart rate monitoring, where you can actually turn it on or off and have it for longer intervals. If you don't like the battery to drain faster, you can have it for 30 minutes. I usually have it for 5 minutes because I want to see a complete graph of how it works, and I'll show you that as well for my S Pro quickly, because this is just newly set up, so you can't see that graph here. There's a high heart rate alert and low heart rate alert as well. If you see, if the watch sees that your heart rate is crossing 150 some of the times, it would give you an alert on the smartphone that the heart rate is high if you are actually working out or doing a treadmill. So obviously if it goes very high, you might have to take a break. And there's a camera controller, find my phone option, weather, and goals. So these are the things that you can actually set on the Realme Watch S application. And as I said earlier, these are the things that would actually get updated after you use it for quite a while. Now, the thing that I wanted to show you earlier was this one. So this is on the Realme Watch S Pro that I am wearing and using right now. So if you go into this one, and I'll just show you the information of this. It's currently synchronizing, and once we are done with that, I can show you the data. And this is how the data is for the heart rate. So this is how the heart rate is up and down for each day basically. So that's why I have it at every 5 minutes, so that we can see how it fluctuates. And that's how you can take a quick progress of your healthy living basically. So that's it guys, this was a quick unboxing and a setup of the Realme Watch S. Stay tuned for the full comparison of the Watch S and the S Pro, and why is the price difference of 5,000, why is it such a huge difference, and whether that difference makes any sense, and should you go with the Watch S Pro and pay more, and is it good enough to spend 5,000 and get only the Watch S. So I'll talk all about that in the comparison. That's in this video. I hope you like this video. If you do share and subscribe to Gizmo Times for more. Thanks for watching. See you in our next video.